Hello! It's just me now for this bonus. We're in this room of the Blackmore Caverns, and oh my god. What the hell just happened? We fell through the floor. Welcome to some glitches video. This particular room has a fun glitch where the platforms go through the walls and stuff, and you can go out of bounds. And out of bounds works a little strangely in Dust, in that here I'm standing. I'm out of bounds, but I'm stuck between the bounds still, the outer bounds. And I'm kind of stuck because I can't escape. It's all solid. I'm out of bounds, but in a way, I'm still in bounds. But there's a lot of more weird stuff to it, such as this, where if you fall, you just go back to the top of the screen and fall infinitely. But there's a few ways to get back in there, and the most reliable one is to use enemies to home back in. Yeah. There's also another way in the village where you just dash into a hill. This one right here, actually. But now I'm gonna show off another glitch. The biggest one in the game, because I've loaded a different save here, where I have not explored the place fully yet. We're going to warp. And here's how we warp. We use our mouse to select the square we want to warp to, and give it a minute. There's a couple of failed attempts here, because it's easy once you figure it out, but it's also easy to fail, but you know, you could just try again easily. What we can do with warp is normally you can just select an exit of your choosing. You can just select one of the few exits of entrances into the area. But if you use the mouse, you can just go anywhere you want. Just right to the end of the area, and voila. We skipped the entire chapter 1 and entered chapter 2. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is. You can go to any square that exists in the game, and skip almost all of the game. You need to have discovered the area for it to work, so you can't just skip warp right to the end of the game, but like here, some areas are not designed for you to walk into, clearly. But just a random square, not an entrance or an exit. You can get anywhere you want. And so, just skip right to the boss. But that isn't always as evident and easy as it looks, because sometimes you just end up in a square of nothing, and you're kind of stuck outside the bounds. That's because all of the entrances are either ones you can access from the left or the right. So if, like this square, you can only access it from the top. So that's why it does bugs out. Because you can't enter it from the top, it doesn't have an animation for it. And there's nothing left or right but space, and so you get stuck. What you need to try and do is go to it. The nearest square that's left or right has an entrance left or right, and then it usually works. I say usually because sometimes it gets a little weird. Sometimes you just get stuck. Sometimes you don't. But that you just in the speed runs, they pick the right squares where it is the most the easiest and the less risk involved. But that is warping, and you can warp anywhere at all, from each area, from the beginning to the end, and beat the game in like half an hour. That's warping.